ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back to the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. On the 2nd of April, 2025, the court released a few documents concerning a new addition to the prosecutorial team. It was a notice of appearance by Joshua D. Hurwit, Special Deputy Prosecuting Attorney on behalf of the state of Idaho. And second document, also that date, reveals Mr. Hewitt's wasting of absolutely no time, getting into the thick of things, as it were, and filing a document as he did on April 2nd, 2025. That is entitled State's First Supplemental Request for Discovery Disclosure. And it is to the defendant, Brian Christopher Koberger, and counsel. And it says here, please take notice that the undersigned, pursuant to Rule 16C of the Idaho Criminal Rules and Idaho Code 18-207, requests discovery and inspection of the information, data, and materials listed in the attached sealed Exhibit S's in SAM 1. So there's another document here that is unfortunately under seal with the court. This is the sealed Exhibit S1. This is a continuing request pursuant to Idaho Criminal Rule 16J. So what's been done here is that the prosecution has cited to legal authority two portions of Rule 16C and J of the Idaho Criminal Rules and also a statute, Idaho Code 18-207. If we continue on to the next page, it says that while this first supplemental request applies to all of the defendant's expert witnesses, the specific basis for this request is the defendant's disclosures of the reports of the forensic psychiatric evaluation by Dr. Eileen Ryan and the neuropsychological evaluation by Rachel Orr. And according to the state, it says here that this appears to be incomplete. The reports do not appear to be accompanied by all, number one, the results and tests conducted as part of the examinations, and citing to here Idaho Criminal Rule 16C2 and subsection 2 as legal authority, and also Idaho Criminal Rule 16C4. The filing continues by stating that as such, they do not afford the state, quote, a complete opportunity to consider the substance of such testimony and prepare for rebuttal, end of quote, through its own experts. And this is citing to Idaho Code 18-207. And it should also be noted that, yes, the state of Idaho is also required by entry of Judge Stephen J. Hippler's October 9th pretrial and trial order to submit rebuttal expert reports. So therefore, although the statute, the rules cited here, there's also some legal authority within the court's order regarding the same. So accordingly, the state requests that defendant immediately produce the underlying data, evaluation, and examination results as outlined in, once again, unfortunately, sealed Exhibit S's in SAM 1. All of the exhibits to all of the supplemental requests for discovery dating back to the beginning of the case from both the state of Idaho and their responses and the defense's request have been under seal. So in other words, we do know, looking back to January of 2023, that the defense's first supplemental request for discovery was requested, and then it had cited to an exhibit that was under seal. So this has been a practice that has been comported with by both sides, because then the state came back and filed its responses to that first supplemental request for discovery, the substance of it in a sealed exhibit. And this has been going on again since the beginning of the case, with here this filing of April 2nd, 2025, the latest example. This will now conclude this episode of the Indie Zone podcast. My name is Kathy. Thank you very much for joining us here today.